another video in the Python Pandas series. We have covered a lot of topics. So today we cover pivot and reshaping through melt and through pivot and melt. So both are ways to reshape and transpose the data as per the need. You can see the reference documentation here on pandas.pydata.org for pivot. It has all the details that we need for the reference. Then we have the details for the melt API, which is a way to transform from wide to long format and kind of a repetition of the data along the rows. So we have two files. One has the runs scored by some key star rating players in the IPL of 2016. Their runs, matches, and the batting averages. You can see it has these records for the year 2016. Two players have identical records. It's just accidental. And then we have another CSV which I will show you shortly. So here we have a list of 3 people and how many kilometers they walk each day from Monday to Thursday. So we have the people named Rohit, Jack and Lai Jang. So Rohit walks 4.5 kilometers on Mondays and 5.3 on Tuesday and so on. And similarly for the other people. Then I have written code to use pivot and melt on these input CSV, and we copy this code to the py charm and save the file. The first command is import pandas spd. Then we read this file CSV file into data frame. We print the data frame. Then we leave two blank lines for readability, and then we print the header, first two records. After that, we have another print and blank line command. Then we have the pivot, where we have index as player name and columns as year. Then we again we print the data frame. Then we have two print and complete sentences. So this year would have a column wise output, and then the other attributes would be shown. After that, we use the melt command, but for that we need to use reset underscore index. This we have to use because the id underscore vars was having certain challenges, and from GitHub and other sources I got to know that we have to use a workaround. So that is the reset underscore index. Then we use the attributes index and column, and then get the corresponding data as per the melt method. So basically it kind of does a row wise data transpose from column to row. So you can say it's the width wise identification to the long wise. That's where it was written in the documentation. So we see the Excel again, and then we print this modified data frame and give a blank line. You can see the variable names. And then okay, we do analysis on the daily working data of the individuals, as in the other CSV working underscore data.csv. We give the file path, and this is the file. Then we print this df working data frame, and then we print two blank lines again, and you can see the context information also comes if we point to it. And then we do a transformation where we write out the output using the melt command for each day, and it's the output would be for the each day, and the for name and the distance walked in kilometers would be displayed. And then we print this transformed data frame, and now we run it. This is the output. First of all, you can see the data frame printed, the CSV is printed, content of the CSV. Then we have the header and first two records. After that, you can see we can copy it and just show you in another frame. Okay, so you can see the years are printed in columns, and then we can see that the okay, I was trying to change the format. Then you can see the number of matches, runs, and averages are written here. And this you can see year wise, not a very pretty form output, but something that shows what we are trying to achieve with the pivot. Then we use the melt, and you can see it transforms from the column wise output to a row wise output. So each player name is repeated in each row, and then the year, then number of matches, runs, and the averages. So not very fit in this case, but it shows you like how this melt works. Is basically in cases where we have a valid case of transforming from the column wise output to row wise, then it does the same. And pivot, you can see pivot is kind of reverse, not exactly. And then where there is a more appropriate use, we have the day wise data, and then we print for each of these individuals. So you can see it's the days are coming in the column, and then we transpose it to a day wise format where each individual's day wise record is written, how many distance he walked Monday to Thursday for Rohit, then Jack and Yang. So this is a simple overview of how pivot and melt work. I hope you can use this code to give it a try yourself, and maybe have some better examples of where we can have the input data where we need pivot and melt and use them. Thank you.